Good evening and welcome to That's Pride. I am Rylan Cavell, and on the show we regularly guide you through some of the issues facing the LGBT community every week, give you informed and entertained. Get involved by tweeting us at That's Pride. Tonight it's a special show, as it's the grand final of the Queer of the Year Awards. You've nominated in great numbers, and on tonight's show we'll be announcing the winners. I've always felt like there's people out there who don't have a voice, who don't have enough volume sort of to what they need to say and to be listened to, essentially. And for people who perhaps aren't aware of what issues the LGBT community face, or just a good resource for information there for people who aren't sure perhaps about themselves. They can, they can listen or they can watch and think, I'm not alone. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome to That's Pride, your weekly dose of queer news, topics, culture, and discussion. I am Rylan Cavell, and you can tweet us at That's Pride to have your say. On tonight's show, we'll be taking a look at a couple of the latest LGBT headlines, as well as talking about an event that we are hosting in the very near future. What I'd love, eventually, pie in the sky sort of thing, is to translate both radio and TV into a much bigger show. In the ideal world, a nice big Channel 4 production, that'd be lovely. News of the week, sort of performance, whether it be poetry or drag or musicians, and in-depth discussion with particular people on particular topics. Flag waving. I am Rylan Cavell, and I am here with Lydia Bernsmeier from everywhere, really. You've done all sorts. I mean, obviously, at the moment, people will know you from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, that's the perennial favourite, I think.
And you're here, of course, at the moment to be the Grand Marshal of the Pride Parade.
Yes, I am.
You've as well lived in the UK, so you're not an alien to these shores.
No, well, everyone's kind of an alien to these shores. If you didn't grow up here, you guys are weird.
Says you.
But I know. But I mean that in the nicest way.
Wonderful stuff. What for you is the major difference between the US and the UK gay communities? Or is there much of one?
I wouldn't say that there's much of a difference. Honestly, I think that queer people are kind of the same everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Except obviously in horribly oppressed countries.
We've come across here to number 70 Oxford Street, the former Corner House building, for the start of the Superbia Pride Weekend. This is the Pride Fringe Festival that's going on at the same time as the big weekend. So let's pop in and see what's going on. I'm here with Greg Thorpe, the project manager for Superbia. How are you doing?
Doing really well.
Yeah, it's open now.
We are officially open. We've already got a nice crowd, so yeah, I'm very excited.
So talk us through what people will be experiencing here today and over the weekend.
Okay, so our launch event tonight is we've got some speeches. I'm going to give a little speech, and Mark from Pride will be giving a speech.
You were, what I was reading, the first openly gay comic to appear on a late night talk show.
Yeah. It's weird because that's such a tongue twister. I was actually the first openly gay comic to perform on television in America. Period.
Full stop. Good grief.
Full stop, yeah. With late night, daytime, anything, there had been no one at that point. And that was 1993. And Julian Clary probably had like 4 shows already in the UK by that point. Yeah. I mean, that was always so strange for me when I came over here, how progressively gay England was compared to America.
How did it feel at the time, being that one person out there?
That was amazing because, again, it was Arsenio was the #1 late night talk show in America. It was seen all over the world where they speak English and where they didn't as well, where it was subtitled. So that was such instantaneous fame for me. I mean, not like I'm experienced with Orange because nobody's ever experienced anything like that. But it was very like boom. I mean, one day I was doing dyke clubs, in small theaters and stuff like that, and the next thing I knew, I was on the 5-city tour of Australia, and then going to the Edinburgh Festival and winning Best of the Fest, and then doing a West End run at the Apollo Theatre. It was like crazy.
Welcome back to That's Pride, your weekly dose of queer news and culture from the heart of Manchester and around the world. I am Rylan Cavell, and please do tweet us to get involved at That's Pride. You can also email us, should you wish, if you want to share your stories and opinions, pride@thatstv.com. With me still are Ashleigh Talbot, Lydia Bernsmeier-Rullow and Junior Maxwell. We open the show giving a little insight as to what can be expected from our live audience experience event on the 26th of February. Hope to see lots and lots of you there. Now we turn our attention to a couple of recent LGBT headlines. Are we ready? Are we ready to rattle our sabres and
Of course.
put up the shield and
I think so.
be quite eloquent?
I'm certainly dressed for it.
Let me just grab my banner.
Go on, stretch it out, get ready. Let's do this. Go on, give it a wave, Lydia. Go on. There we go.
Do you hear the people?
Right, so firstly, the sun has caused outrage.
Oh no! Here we go.
It's caused outrage. Not the actual sun in the sky, but the rag, the sun. It has revealed that a nurse was once a gay porn star. They've publicly outed the 23-year-old newly qualified nurse, sharing images from his films, from his Instagram, and they sent a photographer to take snaps of him as he took out his bins. It is unknown how the tabloid considers this intrusion of privacy in the public interest. So, public outings. It's not new for tabloids like The Sun to do.
It's not news.
It's also not news. Very nice little soundbite there. We are getting back onto some serious topics now. We are. We're talking about those of us who ruin it for everyone. There's two people that I'm going to mention now, and they are, as you mentioned previously, they are sort of just like they're emblematic of a wider problem, perhaps.
Yes.
These are Julie Bindel and Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, him, that guy. The one who was...
Yiannopoulos.
I recognise neither name.
The one who's not going to be coming for us on Twitter because they literally banned him from Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, for being a horrendous...
horrible, terrible
but that's all we have time for tonight, I'm so sorry. Don't forget to seek us out online and on social media to get in touch or to watch any of our previous shows again. A huge thank you to Ashleigh, Lydia and Junior, and be sure to get yourself a ticket to our live show at the Frog and Bucket. Stay fabulous. See you next week.